ChatGPT ads for real estate agents are here. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can show up whenever a homeowner types in, is it a good time to sell? Is it a good time to buy? And which real estate agents they should go for. So my name is Bolt and I'm the founder from KnowSuit.io. We've worked with around 850 real estate agents during the last 8 years and spent millions of dollars on advertisements. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So first things first, go to ads.openai.com. And when you're at this page, just to give you a quick context essentially of what you're buying and why you're buying it, a huge number of people nowadays, they have stopped really using tools like Google and they started just asking ChatGPT. You probably noticed the trend within yourself as well. And where I should live now, or what is a good time to sell, or when is a good time to buy, or which real estate agent I should go for, right? That's usually the questions nowadays people ask from ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT will still give the people the normal, regular answer, whatever it's going to give them. However, now your ad can show up as the bottom of that answer, as a labeled ad. So two things make this super different from every kind of ad you probably run before. So number one is intent. Let's say you run Facebook ads or Instagram ads. With those ads, you're always interrupting somebody whenever they're looking at Instagram Reels, cat videos, photos of their nephew, etc. So we're always kind of like interrupting a process that's usually not related to the question in hand. Now here on the other underside, right, person is literally looking for help with a real estate conversation, and they're usually having that conversation with the ChatGPT, so they're fully focused on that particular conversation, that particular problem. So that's going to be the warmest possible lead you could ever generate directly from somebody who's already looking for a solution around that exact thing. Now, the second part is that, interestingly, the targeting itself is not keywords. So let's say you were to run Google Ads, right? Somebody would search for buy a house or sell a house or whatever. Now, sometimes that is fully correct, right? So we're actually looking to buy a house, but sometimes people are just kind of searching around, right? So we're kind of like have a lot of that waste. With the ChatGPT ads, you actually describe the conversation you want the person to actually have. And you can describe that conversation and then show up in that conversation in plain English. So I'll show you exactly how that works here in a few minutes. You got to remember that for most real estate agents, they're still buying leads from platforms that are running Facebook ads, right? They're selling these leads to 5 other real estate agents. They're chasing them down. And basically, a lot of these leads are just tired of these calls, right? They're like, okay, why are you calling me? And a lot of agents out there, right, they're just ending up hoping for referrals and chasing these leads around. Whenever a marketing channel like this opens up, it opens up really a new opportunity window where basically real estate agents that are doing it the old way, right? They're still going to keep doing it the old way, but now you're going to have a brand new channel you can tap into as a realtor that's basically not tapped into by anybody. Most likely in your market, nobody's probably running ads at this point, except maybe 1 or 2 people maximum. So essentially what happens now is that you can tap into a platform where the other platforms are like super crowded. They're not targeted at all. And with this one, you can tap into essentially like a gold mine where it's basically fully untapped. And now you can pay basically a lot less compared to any platform because it's new, it's untested, right? So the prices themselves are going to be a lot smaller compared to already established platforms because there's just less competition in the first place. So there's a couple of things you should be aware of though when it comes down to these ChatGPT ads. First of all, this is brand new. It just came out and it's still in beta. So what that means is whenever you're running these advertisements, you're not going to get this super detailed report and tracking like you would with Facebook ads or Google ads. And the other part to it too is that the targeting itself is certainly good at the city. It's great at the metro level, at the zip level, these types of things. But it's not going to be able to pinpoint a single like neighborhood or an income level or a single part of the city that you actually want, which is something you could do, let's say, with YouTube ads. So that's something that's certainly coming, but it's not here today. So who is this actually good for right now though? So the agent that wants to be early, that's certainly the number one part. If you want to be somebody that's adapting to technology early, well, this is it. This works really well for you, surprisingly, if you have a small budget to advertise. If you don't have a lot of money, like $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month to advertise, well, this beta is a learning game. So basically with this one, if you can crack the code, you can have a money printer pretty quickly with a small budget. Now, with the marketing itself, this is one of the most interesting opportunities in the market right now, but at the same time, it's also risky in a sense that let's say you were to run Facebook ads, could kind of predict the metrics. You would know that, okay, you spend this much money, you would get this much results. So if you need like fully guaranteed, proven results that are like already working, I suggest you come back in around 6 months to 12 months. And in the meanwhile, you already leverage the proven strategies our clients are already using to hit 20, 30 listings a year from running platforms like Facebook ads or Google ads. Because we know with those, we already know the platform, we know the metrics, we already know everything else. You just need to have the right systems to be able to crack down to 5 to 20 listing appointments per month. Now, with the disclaimer being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the ChatGPT ads. So first steps first, you want to go to this website, ads.openai.com, and then from there, you want to set up the Start Now button. So when you press Start Now, it's going to take you through the Create Account section, and then over here, you just want to log in with your email. So over here, you just set up your information, set up your age. Okay, now over here, you got to double check your email to verify this. So from this one, just press Continue with the current account. Set up account type, press continue. Okay, now here you just want to add in your business information. Then industry, real estate. So here, other information like your country, your currency, time zone, etc., etc. Advertiser type, business or individual, select business. Is your business an agency? And select no, I only run ads for my own business. And then you press create advertiser account. Okay, and then now we can set up your first campaign. For a campaign name, let's assume you generate seller leads. So just select seller leads number 1. And then from there, objective. Here we would usually go for a conversion-based objective. Let's say if you already use Facebook or Instagram, any kind of platform like YouTube, you would always want to go for a conversions because that will give you the best quality leads, the people that do convert into leads and appointments. Now, with that being said, on the ChatGPT ads, we can't select that yet. So instead of reach, select clicks. That will give you the best possible option as far as the quality itself goes. Next part is going to be the location itself. So you want to click on the location and add another location. So for this one, add whatever market that you want to add. Let's say you're in Bend, Oregon. We'll just type in Bend, Oregon. And then from there, we're good to go. Again, whatever location you want to run the ads in, that's what you want to be selecting. Now, for the budget itself, there's definitely different ranges you could do the budget at. Typically, our recommended range for ChatGPT ads right now is just $25 per day. So I wouldn't go too crazy with it. After you see the ads themselves in action, then from there, you can kind of scale up the ad spend and the ad sets step by step by step. Now, next step, we're going to click on the ad group itself. So for ad group, just type in seller leads. For an actual CPC bid, you can just leave it at $4. Okay, now for the default ad URL, it really depends on what you're trying to do, like what kind of funnel you're running. As an example, if you're doing it for a seller, a good example would be a case study funnel where you would have a case study of a property you sold over the asking price. So when they click on the ad itself, it takes them to a page that walks them through a case study of a property you sold, some of your client testimonials, and then ends up inviting them to book a phone call with you. Now, there's a couple other ones you can really leverage as far as that goes, as far as for buyer side, and just it really depends on the exact type of homes you're looking to attract. So as an example here, instead of using just the website, I would use the domain for whatever place you're trying to take them through. So if it's a case study, right, you would want to add in like case study for the link there. Okay. So for the context sense here, you want to describe the conversations, topics, or keywords where your services may be relevant. A lot of people make the mistake that they go like too niche with it. They kind of overthink this step. So what I would do here is I would let the AI optimize your ads for you. Again, it's OpenAI. They know what they're doing. So over here, I'll just type in selling a house in Bend, Oregon, or looking for a real estate agent in Bend, Oregon. And just keep it super wide. That way the AI itself will optimize your advertisements themselves. Now from there, we press on next ads. And then from there, we're going to add in your ad name. Same thing. So seller leads number 1. Okay, and now at this point, it's going to ask for the business logos. So select upload image and add in your business logo if you have it. Now, next step from here is going to be the ad creative itself. So for this one, okay, so for the headline itself, it just depends on the type of funnel you're running. So let's say as an example, you're running the case study funnel, you would write a headline for that, or property valuation, list of homes, whatever you try to run, right? You need to write a headline for that particular purpose. And this has to be extremely short, only 50 characters. So if you want to have some examples essentially for each purposes you can use over here, comment ChatGPT down below and it will send you the full examples of this. So for this one, we'll just use how this Bend home sold for $30K over asking and 9 days. And this just fits the character limit over here. Description, very same. You want to keep it very short, very simple, straight to the point. And this one, it's about 100 characters that you need to have it at. So we're just going to use the strategy sells homes in Bend for above average. See how this would apply to your property. Now, from there on out, we need to add your ad images. So for the ad images, we just recommend using properties that are going to be most like the properties you actually want to be selling, the ones you actually want to be targeting. So again, depending on your strategy, you want to use the types of homes that are most relatable for that, so you can track those kinds of homeowners. So what I'll do right now is I'll just use this home picture right over here that we grabbed from online. Okay, so now we have your ad name, we have your logo, we have your ad URL, we have your headline, we have your description, we have your picture for the ad itself, and then now we're ready to go. We're going to press review. And then now we have to review the campaign. You can double check that everything makes sense for you over here, and then we press create campaign. So for here, we just need to add your billing profile. So you want to add your card number, name of the card, billing address, and then invoice delivery email for all of these places. All right, now you're at the ad manager level, and then now your ads are off to the races. Now, at this point, you're basically going to start to see, after a little while, you start to see the metrics for your impressions, your clicks, your conversions, your spending, also your click-through rates. All these same metrics you would also have access to as far as Facebook ads or YouTube ads or any other platform. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that these ads are still in beta, so a lot of the metrics, the tracking, it's just not going to be as good as it would be with the other platforms. And the other thing to keep in mind is that when you're running these advertisements, your minimum spend per one ad group is $25 per day. So what that means, right, is you can't really test out like you would with Facebook ads. You would test dozens and dozens of different advertisements. You would test hundreds of creatives, right, to really dial that in. With these advertisements, it's very simple and very straightforward for most people. The reason being is that, let's say you run one ad set, that's $25 a day. Over a month period, that's about $700 per month. Well, now, if you wanted to add, let's say, 10 of these, that would mean $7,000 per month. So for most real estate agents, a good starting point is to give these ads like a small shot, small budget. Try to run them for $25 per day. Run them for a few weeks. See your metrics as far as impressions, your clicks, number of leads, your spend, and then compare it to the other advertising sources you already have in place. And typically for a lot of real estate agents out there, this could work really well. You could get amazing results for very, very cheap. And then for some real estate agents, most likely the strategy won't be that good. And then after a while, maybe 6-month period, 1-year period, as they dial everything together, right, that's when they start to become better and better. So depending on your metrics, right, I would kind of see your cost per lead, see your cost per listing appointment, see your cost per actual click you're getting here on the platform, right? You kind of compare it between this platform and then the other platforms. And then from there, you start to get a pretty good idea about these advertisements themselves, whether or not you should keep running them. Now, if you do notice that, okay, your strategy is working really well, you're getting good click-through rate, you're getting good cost per lead, you're getting good cost per listing appointment. From there, you could now either increase the ad spend on the existing campaign, or you could alternatively try out a different angle. So you could create a campaign essentially instead of case study campaign, you create another campaign as an example for property valuation. And then let's say you wanted to have buyer leads, you could create a campaign for buyer leads. Now that we're on the topic of AI, if you want to know the best use cases for AI for real estate agents specifically, I created a brand new over 1 long tutorial that you can actually watch that walks you through the advanced AI usage for real estate agent. It walks you agentic workflows, different use cases for your social media, organic and paid. So for that one, just click the link right here, watch that video next, and you'll get an advanced understanding of real estate agents for AI specifically. Now for the ChatGPT document specifically, just comment ChatGPT down below. My team will send that over to you, and I'll see you in the next one.